Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.
In Sugarland, we are learning more about the Alief ISD teacher shot and killed outside her home on Saturday. This is a picture of 28-year-old Wendy Duan. Police believe she is the victim of domestic violence. Investigators say they have identified the killer, but he is not in custody. Meanwhile, students and staff are grieving the sudden loss, and our Michelle Choi has the latest.
Hey Sherman, yeah, this afternoon we're outside Boone Elementary School. This is where 28-year-old Wendy Duan taught, according to Alief ISD. This morning, Alief ISD shared this photo of Miss Duan with us. We're told she was a very popular and beloved third-grade reading and writing teacher here at Boone, who's been with the district since 2017. Her district Twitter page filled with photos showing her love for teaching and her students. Described as a delightful, fun, upbeat, and energetic educator, the district says students and staff at the school are heartbroken over the sudden and tragic loss. And while school officials declined an on-camera interview this morning, Alief ISD released this statement over the weekend, saying, quote, "We are deeply saddened to learn about the tragic passing of Alief ISD employee Wendy Duan. Our thoughts and prayers are with her family during this difficult time." Sugarland police believe Duan was shot and killed following a possible domestic violence incident. The deadly shooting happened just before 10 Saturday night at Duan's home on Oxford Mills Lane in Sugarland's New Territory subdivision. Police say they were called after neighbors heard several gunshots. When they arrived, they say they found Duan dead in her backyard with multiple gunshot wounds. Shortly after, neighbors reacted to the tragic news.
It's very sad about that because, she's very young and vibrant, and it's very sad.
Police say Duan lived alone. As for the shooter, at last check, Sugarland police tell us he's not in custody yet, but they do know who the suspect is. Meanwhile, back here at Boone Elementary School, the district says they've got a crisis counseling team here for students and staff who need assistance. I'm told the crisis counselors will be available for as.
But first, an arrest is made in the murder of an elementary school teacher, Wendy Duan. She was shot and killed at her Sugarland home. Investigators say she met the suspected gunman on a dating app. They reportedly knew each other for only a week before Sunday's shooting. Investigators say Duan got into an argument with Jarvis Thompson. She was shot several times in her backyard.
Right now, Thompson is awaiting extradition back to Texas. The Fugitive Task Force found him in Shreveport, Louisiana yesterday. Brittany Ford has more on the arrest and joins us now. Brittany.
Investigators say that Thompson was in Louisiana for about 2 days at an unidentified home before he was arrested. Today, authorities gave us new details into how the two met and what led up to the murder. 26-year-old Jarvis Thompson has been charged with capital murder for the death of 28-year-old Wendy Duan. Police say the two had met on an online dating app called Meet Me.
The information that we received was they met online on an app, and they knew each other exactly about a week. I think they met a couple days prior to New Year's Eve. But the first time they'd actually physically seen each other was New Year's Eve.
Investigators were called to Duan's home in the New Territory subdivision in Sugarland Saturday night after neighbors heard gunshots. When officers arrived, they found Duan shot to death in the backyard. Police believe a fight between the two led to shots fired. Thompson had been on the run for the last week before being located and arrested in Shreveport, Louisiana.
It was a brutal murder. sadly for her and her family and her friends. So we're able to do our part, a little part in what we can do to try to bring him to justice.
Duan was a beloved Alief ISD teacher who had taught third grade at Boone Elementary for several years. The district's Twitter account is filled with photos showing her love for teaching and her students. In light of the tragedy,
there's got to be a general awareness.
Authorities are sending this message to anyone planning to meet someone online.
Communicating with your parents, your family, your friends. Hey, this is what I'm doing. This is who I'm going out with. This is where we're meeting. Are we meeting in a very public place? Are there other people around? Things of that nature.
Now, Thompson is currently being transported to the Fort Bend County Jail. However, authorities tell me that could take up to a month. His bond remains set at $500,000. Reporting in Sugar Land, Brittany Ford, KHOU 11 News.
We'll be closely following the return of the suspect. Brittany Ford tonight. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.